Hi there, welcome to Lesson 4, Float to the Finish, how to relax to run faster while, gasp, enjoying the process. In this lesson, you will learn 5 cues to help you stay aligned while running in order to maximize efficiency. You will also learn how to calculate the specific pace that you will need to run on the PT test in order to meet your running goal. So I started running when I was about 19 in tech school. I was there for a year and a half and I didn't have a car. So that was my motivation. But I had no idea what I was doing. I just ran, mode of transportation, and I just loved how good it made me feel. And also the stress relief was huge. But it seemed like the harder I ran, the more often and the faster I tried to get, the more injured I became. And I thought, I'm a runner. Why is this happening to me? But it wasn't until 2009, 9 years later, when I found Danny Dreyer's book called Chi Running, that it just changed the world of running for me forever. In his book, he talks about relaxing your body while running and allowing gravity to work with you and not against you. This is a total aha moment for me, and I really want to share some of the things I learned from that book with you. Let's get right into the 5 cues. The first cue is very similar to the one we did with our sit-ups. Get tall. Again, imagine you have a string attached to the top of your head and it's pulling you up to the sky. Make sure you aren't arching your back while you do this. Keep your rib cage down and engage those abdominals. Cue number 2 is to relax your arms and fingertips. Your elbows will be slightly bent and remain close to your rib cage while you're running. Imagine you're holding a delicate piece of paper. Shake your arms and hands out if necessary to release any tension before beginning. Cue 3 is where the magic happens. Running is basically just falling forward and catching yourself over and over again. So adding a forward lean will use gravity to get the motion started with the least amount of effort. No need to reach out with the legs or to take huge strides. Just keep the ankles relaxed and bend at the ankles until you start to lean forward and move. Remember to stay tall and lean with the entire body. Don't just bend at the waist. Once you fall forward, you'll automatically catch yourself with one foot, but then pull the other leg up behind you, creating a wheel slightly behind you. This cue will make more sense once you see it and feel it in action. Last but not least, cue 5 is where you focus on landing on the midfoot, staying light on your feet and landing just below or slightly behind the hips. Overstriding and striking with your heel out in front creates a lot of impact and potential injury. Try to land as quietly as possible, keeping a very short stride, and keep the other foot on the ground for only a moment before pulling it up and then back into the wheel, as shown in cue 4. So now that you know the 5 cues that will help you improve your running, let's talk pacing. I'm always surprised at how many airmen don't know their goal run time or the pace they need to maintain in order to achieve it. Do you know yours? If not, let's find out. For this calculation, first you'll need to go to the Resources tab and open up Air Force Instruction AFI 36-2905. Scroll to Attachment 10, the Fitness Assessment Charts. Then you'll scroll down to find your appropriate age and gender. For example, as a 38-year-old female, I'll need to run 1.5 miles in 10 minutes and 51 seconds or less in order to score the maximum points. Next, I'll go to the Cool Running Calculator, which is also located under Resources. First, I'll put in a time of 10 minutes and 51 seconds in the Time section. Next, I'll put 1.5 miles into the Distance section, since that's the distance of the PT test run. And finally, I will press Calculate next to the Pace section. There you have it, 7 minutes and 14 seconds. That is the pace per mile I will need to maintain in order to meet my 10-minute 51-second goal. This pace is really important to know when you're training for your PT test. If you're able to train at or below race pace as much as possible, the PT test will be a piece of cake. Take some time to explore the AFI and the calculator, and then click on the Lesson 4 practice video so you can practice what you've learned.